Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Julie from Living Large on Lifetime, and today I'm super excited because I'm going to introduce you to the Cosori 6-Quart pressure cooker. Eddie and I have been having a lot of fun testing this appliance out over the last couple of weeks. We've made several delicious dishes in this appliance, and I have to say I'm very impressed by how fast this cooks. My favorite dish that I made was a chicken and gravy slow cooker dish. As you can see, it's a nice durable appliance. The lid has a locking feature, of course, for safety, and of course here is the pressure spout at the top. Here you always want to be careful when the unit is depressurizing. The digital display is very easy to use and very easy to read. The buttons down below explain exactly what each one is for, and you also have several pre-settings for if you want to cook a specific dish. So it's very easy to use, also very easy to clean. It is one large stainless steel pot inside. And that's about it. It also comes not only with instructions, but with a fabulous recipe book. I'm excited to try a bunch of the recipes in the book because you would not believe all the crazy things you could make in a pressure cooker, including yogurt, quinoa, soups, stews, roasts, all kinds of amazing food. So I'm actually going to have Eddie introduce you to one of the dishes that we made, which was a chicken curry. It was so good. I've been eating this for my lunches. It's super yummy, super flavorful, and Eddie's going to show you how to cook this in the Cosori pressure cooker.
Hello everybody, we're going to take these two potatoes and chop them up into little pieces. So let's get started. And the reason we're chopping this stuff up is we're going to be making a chicken curry. It's going to be a little on the spicy chicken curry side. Then we just save the potatoes to the side. There we go. That is one potato. And here is the second potato. You can probably use yam potato, you can use regular russet potato, but it doesn't matter what type of potato you're using. It's just going to go right into the pot when we're cooking up. So here we go. That is the potato. The potato is done. Now we'll just put this aside and save it for the next time we need it. Okay, our next item to chop is 2 onions. We're going to take these 2 onions and just roughly chop them.
Will be bell pepper.
Here we have 2 bell pepper, and all we're going to do is just give it strips, chop it in strips, and once we're done with chopping in strips, we're going to chop it one time in half. So here's this 1/2. There we go. We'll do the same thing to this one. And in half. There we go. The green bell pepper, same thing. Okay. And this time I'm chopping that one into thirds. This one, maybe the same thing. It all depends. I like having some chunks and some not that big of chunks. So if you're gonna go with something, I like this piece here and I like this piece here. Okay, take a look at these 2 chicken breasts. These are 2 chicken breasts. I'm gonna cut that right there in half. That's 2 chicken breasts. I'm gonna chop this into smaller pieces. Smaller pieces. We're going to chop this chicken into smaller pieces. And then we're going to chop them one more time. Actually, maybe 2 more times for the crisscross. We're going for like cubed. So we got some cubed chicken there. You know, what I find is when chicken is slightly still frozen, it's a lot easier to chop, so I would recommend chopping your chicken when it's slightly frozen. Not totally, but not totally defrost it. You don't want it sliding all over the place. And this is
really quick, really simple, really easy chopping that you're going to do right now. You want to make sure that you wash your hands afterwards and all that good stuff about keeping nice and sanitized. So you see, I got some cubes right there. Some pieces are a little bit bigger than the others, so when you get to that fat part of the breast, chop it 3 times. I guess you can do the same thing with turkey, and I don't know, turkey, maybe some other.
okay, so we're going to be using the Cosori Instant Pot. And what I've done here is I've selected saute and brown. That is bringing the temperature up of the pot to 284 degrees. And I'm going to wait a few minutes until it gets nice and hot. Then I'm going to put either a little bit of olive oil at the bottom, or I'm going to spray the container with a cooking spray. For most of you, you probably use the cooking spray. I think for this, we're going to use the olive oil because the cooking spray tip is not working. Just a smidgen of olive oil into our pot. Now I'm going to take the onions and toss them into our pot here. That's 2 onions. And we're going to slowly saute these until they get a little on the translucent side. We're going to take half a tablespoon of that minced garlic, a big heaping, and throw that in there. And on the same time, still keep on stirring it around. To crush some of this chili and garlic into here. Okay, that's for those Trader Joe fans. We're going to throw this 21 seasoning salute in, and we're just going to pour in as much as you think it might take. This is the nice thing about cooking and your own stuff. You get to add and subtract whatever you feel is necessary for your meals. We just recently went out 3 or 4 days in a row, and after eating out, you can definitely feel that you need to eat in a little bit more. So we have the onion and garlic and the seasoning, the 21 Salute seasoning from Trader Joe's, and the half tablespoon of garlic in there. So let's throw this chicken in. That's 2 chicken breasts, and we're just going to let this brown. Not brown, we're going to just mix it around a little bit. Get all that onion and garlic around that. We're going to use the soy sauce and just squirt in a little bit. That might have been like about half of a tablespoon. Let's mix that around. Okay. Our Instant Pot is still at 284 degrees. Silk makes a coconut unsweetened drink. We're going to, in this 45 calories, we're going to use about 16 ounces of that right now. Once this chicken is stirred up a little bit more, we're going to throw that in there. That's a good time to throw it in. So we're going to throw in that 16 ounces of the coconut milk. We'll probably use another 8 to 10 ounces later on. As you can see, that really slowed down the pot from cooking. Now, for the curry powder, we're going to go with half a full tablespoon. And you saw that a little bit fell out. That's okay. We're going with another half tablespoon and another. So 4 altogether. Let's stir this up. I can already smell the curry. It's so good smelling. And now that we've stirred it up, broken up all that powder into the milk, into the coconut milk, let's see what else we got. So potatoes are pretty thick in the squares, so let's throw those in. And now we've been currently cooking or sauteing that onion and the chicken and all that other stuff for about 10 minutes. Let's start this on the cook. This is going to take a while now, so what you might want to do is, like what they suggest is brown, and that will actually make the pot hotter. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on and cook this for 15 minutes is the default, and so that's what we're going with. And what happens is it has to build up the pressure inside. 15 minutes, and then after that we throw in the carrots and we throw in the bell pepper and the last remaining 8 to 10 ounces of coconut milk, and we should be done. Okay, so we hit the stop button so it's no longer browning and sauteing, and then we hit the poultry button, which defaults to 15 minutes. After that we hit start and we're good to go. But make sure before you even do any of these things, you put the lid on tightly. You make sure that the steam little cup is attached to the back and that the top release valve is in the locked closed position. I guess we'll see you in about 15 minutes plus the time that it takes for it to pressurize inside. Okay, we got 1 more minute left to go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open this up well, should I say release the air, open this up carefully, and then we're going to stick the bell peppers and the carrots inside, stir it around, and then we're going to also get a large spoon and to put 2 heapings of powdered peanut butter into it. And then we're going to put it back on. We're going to put it back on for 5 minutes. Okay, in comes the carrots. And we'll stir that around. Look at that. You know, I wish you guys can smell this because this smells really, really good. So we got the carrots in there now. And then we're going to put the bell pepper. Carrots in, bell pepper in, stir up. This is starting to look like curry now, guys. It's starting to smell really good. Can't wait to try it. And it's going to be done in pretty soon. So we got some big chunks of potato, big chunks of chicken. Now let's just put that peanut butter in and we're good to go. Oh, I'm sorry. We're also going to have to put a little bit more coconut milk into it. Okay, just to bump up the flavor a little bit more, I put 3 tablespoons of the peanut butter powder, the PB Fit, and boy, is it smelling good. Now I also have that 8 ounces of extra coconut milk that we're pouring in here. Later on, you might want to put your own amount of pepper, and maybe you might have to add a little bit more salt. We try not to use that much salt. I know we put the soy sauce into this, so let's just see how it tastes. And maybe you can do without the soy sauce and just put salt. I'm not sure. This is just something that I've concocted today. So let's stir this up a little bit more, and we'll put this back on for 3 minutes so that everything can get a little bit more on the cooked side, like the vegetables and the carrots. 5 minutes and pressurizing time over, and our curry is complete.
So that's it, you guys. What a super easy dish to make, and let me tell you, it was amazing. So good, so easy, and we've actually had some friends already try it based on Eddie's recipe, and they loved it as well. So you guys, if you'd like to get your own Cosori 6-quart pressure cooker, see my link below. It is available on Amazon, and you can click the link and buy it directly there. Also, Cosori has a fabulous Facebook page for recipes and sharing tips back and forth about the pressure cooker. So visit the Cosori Facebook page. It is also linked below. Very helpful regardless of which brand of pressure cooker you have. So go to that Facebook page and get some amazing ideas. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and definitely try Eddie's chicken curry. It's well worth it.